physically right now heading into the fight?
Yeah, I mean, I feel good, you know. Just ready to go. Yeah, same thing, you know. I'm sure everybody says the same thing. Ready to go, ready for Saturday. And all fighters will say, "Oh, they're hungry." I am, but I'm not hangry. I'm happy.
The fighter you're facing, he's younger than you, but he does have the similar style as you. Do you think that's going to play to your advantage, having been in those kind of fights, tough fights, overcoming them, and then having the experience of being in those type of fights?
Yeah, I guess, you know, I'm just taking it more. It's a fight, and every fight I always go with the mentality. It's a do or die type of fight. I've had a lot of ups and a lot of downs in my career and in my life. So just to be here, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be here and honored and welcome those fights. You know, for those of you that know me, I always put on a good show. I've never been in a dull fight. So I always come to fight, so expect nothing but less, or nothing but more than that.
What would a victory mean for you at this point of your career? What is it going to do for you?
Well, elevate me to the, you know, to the next stage, and to fulfill my dreams. Every fighter's dream to fight for a world champion. I want to fight for a world champion and win one. You know, not too many fighters get to fight for a world champion, for a world title, let alone win one. So I want to be able to say that I'm a world champion. Be able to tell my daughter and my son that's going to be born next month that you know, never give up on your dreams. You know, keep pressing forward, keep pushing forward. And if their daddy can do it, then there's no excuses for them not to be able to do it.
You got a little bit of a cult following here in LA. You're known as one of the good guys in the area. You went out and upset the apple cart a little bit last time you were out. Do you plan on doing anything like that out here today? And do you see yourself as an opponent or as a serious contender now?
You know, every fight is just, it's a fight. We both have two hands, two gloves, and we both, I mean, we all know how boxing is. Boxing can end in the blink of an eye. So I just prepare myself to the best and just come to fight and come out with a win. And you know what I did, you know, was about a year ago with Felix Diaz. I mean, yes, I was a big underdog. He was like 10-1 underdog. So I used it, I fueled it, and I just went in there with me. At the end of the day, we're just two fighters, and we both fighting for a different purpose. You know, I'm sure he's got kids, I got kids. Felix Diaz had kids, you know, as well. But you know, we both fighting for one purpose, and that's to feed our kids. So my thing is, if it came down to it, whose kids you want to feed? Rather be mine than his. That's how I've always. That's the mentality that I go in there. So I fight with that spirit and that hard spirit, because I'm a father and I'm a husband, and you know, so you can tell I always get emotional. But I fight with a lot of emotion and a lot of heart, and expect nothing less.
How are you feeling about being able to be the co-main event on Fox? How are you feeling?
Oh man, that's an amazing feeling. You know, just I mean, Prime Fox. You know, it's not Fox Sports 1. I mean, this is Prime Fox. Yeah. You know, I mean, this would be all eyes are on us. You know, it's nationwide. So. Yeah, I mean, it's everything's coming together. You know, everything's coming together. Everything's going in the direction that we want it to go. So, and it's gonna be great, you know, for everybody.
Outside of the message of perseverance you have for your children that you spoke about, what message do you have for boxing fans coming up on Saturday night?
Well, boxing, as they say, boxing is a. You can relate boxing like life almost, you know, and you know, you see two individuals in there putting our lives on the line. So a lot of people, they think, you know, we're different, but we're not. You know, we're just two people that just want to make a better living for ourselves, and and provide a better future for the family. So it's just that God chose us to be in this, to be fighters. I mean, I wasn't good in school, so but I can fight. So for all the messages out there, for all the boxing fans, my message is just boxing is just like life. We just keep pressing forward and we never give up, because that's just not giving up is not in my vocabulary. We fight till the end.
Like you said earlier, you want to be a world champion. But with the new baby coming, are you starting to maybe gauge a little bit on retirement or contemplate of
No.
retirement boxing?
No. That's the day that I start thinking of that, or it even comes close. That'll be the day that I need to hang him up. But retirement as well, I don't even know what that is. That's far from it. Obviously, I'm 32. A lot of people say, I had wars or had tough fights, but I speak perfectly clear, considering that I'm with my speech impediment and all that. But I can talk. I remember stuff. So, and not just that, but it's not how you start a race, it's how you finish it. So I might have not started my career like every other amateur fighter who had a stellar amateur background, who had came out of the Olympics, and by 32 they were retiring. I'm 32 and I'm barely climbing to my peak. So I'm gonna keep going until my body allows me to. The minute my body tells me, speaks on me, and says that's enough, then that'll be enough.
Where can everybody follow you at on social media?
At Chia Santana on Instagram and on Twitter, and then Francisco Santana on Facebook.
One last question. Do you think a lot of people have slept on you? You're the first guy to take Julian Williams to a draw. You're the only person that's ever hurt Charlo, and you just beat an Olympic gold medalist in your last fight, and you're ranked in the top 15, but your name never comes up in the big conversation. Does that bum you out?
No, I mean, it's things happen for a reason, and I'm supposed to be where I am supposed to be. I was just talking to my coach on the way down here. We're talking about a lot of these fighters. They make it to the big stage. They have these mansions and living large, but you know what? At the end of the day, I have a beautiful family. I got my wife, my 2 kids. I got a house. So, no, if anything, I'm your new Rocky, I guess.
Are you happy at the level you are, or where do you want to be next?
Be a world champion. That's every fighter's dream. If you don't want to be a world champion, then don't do it. Be the best. I've always that's one of my biggest things. Just be the best. Not be the best fighter in the world, but just be the best version of yourself. Be the best me. Every day, I just want to be the best person me, the best me, whether it's in life and in boxing. But obviously in boxing, right now we're doing boxing, so I want to be the best I can be in boxing.